Hello. So, according to astrology, the Aquarian age language, uh, today is one of, if not the luckiest days of this year of 2023. And it's interesting, this is all happening before we begin eclipse season, which begins next week. And if you want to learn more about astrology at large or the eclipse season coming up, New York family, let me know if you want to come to the event that I'm holding with Lara, an amazing astrologer, on the 16th at Rama, New York. And if you're not in New York, you're like, but I really want to get in on that, DM me and we can figure something out. But I wanted to take a little bit of time to discuss ways that we can utilize this energy at large and how to cultivate a clear intention and dive a little bit deeper into manifestation, because this isn't so taboo or need to be such a far reaching thing when we can start to understand that there's quite a pragmatic way that we can meet the universe God in the spaces. I really appreciated, there is a book that I read recently by Davon Jackson, and something he says repeatedly that I love is that God won't do for you the things that you can do yourself. What God will do is help to move mountains and bring people into your life and have opportunities unfold, all of these things that we couldn't fathom doing, but we held the intention, what we're going to talk about today, held this intention and this vision and did what we could in the steps that we can take, right? The emails, put in the applications, go to these meetups, all the various different things. And then there's the space where God can then fill in the gaps and help move it across the mountain. I like to think of it as a visualization of, say, a hiker, backpacker is hiking up a mountain, and they start to just take the steps and they're going and they're just doing what they can. They see the path, they know that they're going to go up to the top, and they're going to do whatever they can to do it. And then it would be God's place that would all of a sudden place an unexpected mule on the path that then they could put their stuff on that lightens their load. And then there's another friend who comes along and gives them the most nourishing meal, something that they had no control over, but they just continue to simply step, holding that goal and that vision of what would be there. And that is that co-creation with the universe. There's a misguiding conception out there for many about manifestation that it means to just literally stay at home or go about their days. I mean, not just stay only at home, and just meditate and visualize, and that's it. And they'll get you somewhere, kind of, but it won't support in sustaining the creation. And it's also can only bring you so far, because so much of what this manifestation process is, it's the becoming of who we are to evolve into and become this lifetime. It's a becoming. And so if we're remaining the same version of ourselves, simply just meditating and imagining, but we're not taking steps here that support us in becoming the new version of ourselves, the evolved version, whatever that may be, well, then we're going to kind of miss out on some of the sauce there. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Just sharing what's supported along my journey, and when seeing some shifts that people have made along theirs, of seeing some radical changes pretty quickly. But so tuning in, how can we optimize when we have these, the luckiest day of the year, or just a Tuesday or just a Friday, whatever it is, how can we actually optimize these? So I want to talk about intentions. We hear this everywhere now in the streams of consciousness. Set your intention. What's your intention? Set your intention. I'm pro intentions. I'm not mocking intentions. But I think an important question is, what is an intention? How do you actually set an intention? Sounds almost remedial, But simplicity's the sauce. Simplicity's where like where's the most spiritual power lies, gentle reminder. So in the simplicity of an intention I like to think of as a seed. If you were to be a gardener and you had this bed of the richest soils possible, and you took this seed and you said, I know the seed is going to become kale. I know the seed's going to become carrots, or I know it's going to become a tulip. I'm not making, you don't have to have vegetables, whatever would be planted in your garden. That is your intention. There's a knowing, there's a trust, there's a faith that in the timing of that seed being nourished, it shall blossom into that thing that you planted with your heart in that knowing. That's an intention. And with that comes the space of us getting to nourish that seed with the water and the sunshine and the care, maybe singing songs to it and all these different things. And your variation of gardening and green thumb may be different time to time. Ooh, we just had a hawk crawl. Nice medicine. And when we can work with this intention, we can then step further into the questions of what I want to invite us to work with on this day. Really drop in to the heart of what is it that I truly desire? What is within my heart? What has been placed on my heart by God to bring forth onto the planet at this time? By us doing that, whatever that full expression is, whatever that dream is, that goal is, whatever that's truly in our heart, that is God's plan, by us doing that, the fulfillment will be out of this world. It's bonkers. It's just bonkers, the overflow that can come. And so getting clear, what is your heart's desire? And then my invitation is to then ask first, what are some steps I can take here in the physical world to help walk me towards that becoming? So you meet it with some actionable steps moving through. And then we can shift into the space of going deep within that meditative space and hold the vision of it. See it already complete. Allow yourself to feel into what are the feelings that will be there. Drop into the scene. What are the sounds? What are the smells? What are you seeing? Who are you with? How does it feel? And allow that space to be held and be, oh, this is what reality will feel like, look like, smell like, taste like when the becoming has fully blossomed. And hold it as long as you can. And then when you come back, perhaps staying in that heart space, ask yourself, what's another step I can take to support in the becoming? And what you receive as guidance, do it. And the more and more you take a step in the spiritual, a step in the physical, step in the spiritual, step in the physical, then before you know it, your co-creation with God is moving at accelerated levels like no other. So on this day and every day, my invitation is to drop into this. If you are like, I need support in figuring out what it is that's on my heart, how to drop into it, feel free. You can reach out, book a call, we can play the things, or go explore our guided meditations, all the things we have. There's so many already, clearing your field, helping you drop in and being able to access those spaces. So may you use the energies of today and every day to support in the becoming of your fullest expression, because that is where the sauce is. That's where the juice is. Sending you so much love. Satnam.